You put a set of tires on a customer's car, it's kind of like reconfirming a marriage or something.
We have so many customers here that I don't have the time to sit down with the customer and really, go through all the options and features on the tires.
The tires are kind of a specialty thing, and it can be difficult for them to put the time in to learn more about tires.
Cars, I feel like there's so many things to know about cars, and tires are a whole nother section of their own. So there's a lot of knowledge that goes into tires, and I feel like it's just great to have someone that specializes in that.
To be able to take that part of your workload and not worry about it because somebody knows what they're doing has been tremendous.
Pretty much my job is we stick to 5 standards here. Greet the customer, inspect their tires, offer solutions, overcome objectives, and then add to the RO. Those are pretty much the 5 main things I stick to here.
Typically, he'll get all the information on the computer already, so then he's ready when they're sitting down in the lobby. He can go and sit with them and actually present them all their options for tires.
What he does is he's out there measuring the tires. He does talk to customers. Oftentimes he does turn that information over to the service advisor, and the service advisor can sell it, or he talks to the customer and sells it himself.
I'm the tire specialist. I'm going to be doing a free tire inspection for you today. Then I'll inspect their tires, and then upon any findings or anything like that, if I notice if their tires are getting low, I'll offer, hey, tires look like they're starting to get thin. Then from there, either talk over some solutions with them, or a lot of times here we use team cell tactics. So I'll go to the ASM, say, hey, their tires are getting low, and then me and the ASM and the customer will go over some options and see if we can get that taken care of for them today. Other stuff as well as oh, tires look in great shape, or maybe as far as any kind of signs of premature wear or anything like that, just to make sure that they're taken care of and that the customer is safe.
We're spending a little bit more quality time with the customer and building that trust with them when we're telling them what their tire tread is, and having that experience with them right on the drive versus after the vehicle is being checked in.
It's been nice to just kind of have somebody that's close by, so if I have any questions about tires, I can go straight to him.
As he's worked here for 4 months, more and more the advisors are having him sell the tires. This is a little bit less off their platter, but there's a lot of trust involved, and it takes a little while to build that with the service advisors, especially when you have a large group and a lot of big personalities like we have here.
He's giving the customer everything that they'll need to know so they can make an educated decision on what they want to buy.
It gives us an opportunity to retain our customers by bringing them back in, by having a true tire champion, a dedicated individual who knows about these tires specifically, so that they can educate our customers.
Pretty much my key thing was, I was here to help and maybe provide more information so that we could become, really efficient.
This store is really busy, so it takes that brunt of the workload off. If I have questions, or if I need a quote, or he can give the customer maybe better information than I can.
It definitely has taken a lot of workload off of me because I can focus on other recommendations or getting more customers in. And Denzel actually has the time to spend with the customer, like quality time, to actually talk to them and educate customers on tires.
If you ever had a road hazard warranty that you had to use, before it was kind of, nobody knew exactly what to do.
Sancio claims, for example, those will kind of tie us up at the desk for a little bit, so we'll get a line if somebody is on the phone.
I do know for warranty tires, we have warrantied more tires and gotten paid on them now than we ever have. I mean, we did warranty tires. I don't know if we actually received payment on it because we weren't doing it right.
We all know customers are so educated these days that it's nice to have these individuals in place to provide that truly exceptional experience, to get the vehicles back into our shops so that we can provide security, other opportunities for our parts department, service personnel, and ultimately our sales department as well.
We're currently having him help out our used car department and finding out used tire options for our used tire department. He's worked with our accessories department, and just really works well with everyone.
Every time you got a set of wheels off, you get to look at brakes. You get to look at CV boots. You get to look at, steering rack boots. You get to look at all that stuff. You get an unobstructed view right there. Boom.
What this represents for us is, again, just another option of providing service to our guests.
They mean another 6 to 8 services for me.
Before he can spend the quality time with them, and I feel like that definitely, you know, gives the customer more trust in buying tires through a dealership rather than a tire company.
If you are a medium to large store, this process going through Geo Tire is going to pay for itself. If it's a smaller store and you want to go internally because you don't have the clientele to support doing this financially, I say definitely do it.
It's beneficial, even if you're a smaller store, to have somebody dedicated to tires, because along with tires comes all the other maintenance item of batteries, brakes, and all that.
Just having somebody who knows what they're doing, it's been a huge help.
I definitely enjoy coming to work a lot more, you know, knowing that there's, you know, someone can take care of customers like tires specifically.
Now, I'm so thankful that we decided to move in this direction.
If dealers truly want to grow, they need to invest in their people. That's the bottom line.
It looks like the TCMC Tire Store program is really working for Vancouver Toyota. On the short amount of time that they've been on the program, they've seen increase in tire sales and have had great experiences between the tire champion, their customers, and their employees.
Now this is one store's experience, and we know that not everyone is going to benefit and be able to use the Tire Store program. We do, however, encourage you all to consider the idea of having a dedicated tire champion on your service drive. The opportunity for tire sales are there, and we all know it. Tire sales, which will lead to increases in service customer retention, dollars per RO, and ultimately the bottom line. This is just one more way for your customers to keep their Toyota a Toyota.